Hello everyone, welcome back to another Foodie Friday. It's not another Foodie Friday, it's the first Foodie Friday. Welcome to the first Foodie Friday. Today we are going to be making shepherd's pie. This is one of my all-time favorites that my dad used to make all the time. It's the perfect fall recipe. It's cold as shit outside, so get cozied up and let's make some shepherd's pie. Grab your glass of wine. It's going to be a blast. So for today's recipe, these are the utensils that I'll be using. I do have two different kind of spatulas. You do have a wooden spatula and a silicone spatula. Both will work fine. Do you have a knife? You'll need your knife for cutting your onion. And if you're doing this by scratch because you're an overachiever, you'll use it for your carrots as well. We're not doing that today though. Last thing is a whisk. I do use the whisk for the instant mashed potatoes. Again, if you want to do this by making your own mashed potatoes, you're gonna want a masher, but we ain't got time for that today. Next, you will need a casserole dish for when the mixture is done and then putting the mashed potatoes on top. This is an 8x8. It's a perfect size for me. If you are making this for more than just yourself, you're going to want the larger one. Don't ask me the dimensions, I don't know. Then you have a pot for your mashed potatoes. You will need this larger pan as well for your ground beef mixture. Alright, and these are going to be the ingredients that you will need. So, 1 pound of ground beef, 1 tablespoon of ketchup, clove of garlic. These are going to be your instant mash potatoes. You will need 1 cup of frozen peas and carrots. The store only had frozen vegetables, so I have frozen vegetables. So you'll see there's like green beans and stuff in there. It's fine. You need a cup of that, 1 can of cream of mushroom, 1 onion, and then some HP sauce. This is kind of like A1, but it's not the same, and it will not be shepherd's pie without this thing. This is gold. You're going to want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. You're going to want to heat your stovetop about medium-high heat. Add some vegetable oil once it gets a little bit hot. Get the onions to a point where they're a little bit translucent, and then you're gonna add in your meat. Okay, so next I'm gonna add in my garlic. I don't like to add that when I add in the onions because I find they just burn, so I don't do that. Okay, now we're gonna add in our ketchup. Okay, so now we're gonna add a pinch or 2 of salt and pepper just to season. And then we're gonna add in our cream of mushroom. You don't want to add water to it because it'll just not be the consistency that you want it. So you're gonna want to keep it nice and thick. You're also going to get about 2 cups of water boiling for your instant mash. I'm going to do 1 cup of water, 1 cup of milk, and do that. I use almond milk because I am lactose intolerant, so I just did, or almost did. Bring that to a boil. You also want to turn down the heat of your ground beef mixture because you're going to start adding some stuff in here. You can let it simmer to whatever, how much time you need it. So now I'm going to add about 1 cup of your vegetables. Like I said when I was showing the ingredients, it's only supposed to be peas and carrots. The store, I couldn't find just peas and carrots, so it's like a mixture of vegetables, which is fine. Before we put the mixture into the casserole dish, I do like to add about a tablespoon of HB sauce. I also top it with this sauce as well. One time. I've been told by my mother and my father 2 different types of wines that were really good with this recipe. They both tell me 2 different things. My mom tells me a Pinot Noir would be nice, and then my dad says a Cab. I'm not biased. Pick what you want, it's fine. Now, it's time for our sauce. I'm just gonna use this eyeball it. Also, the sauce is really thick, so it's really hard to like. Yeah, but a big spoonful would be good. My dad used to make this recipe a lot, and it was so good. I remember he would make the meat portion of it first, and then he would be putting it into the casserole dish, and then he'd put the mashed potatoes on top, and I'd be sitting there like, I'm really hungry. I really need something to eat right now because I thought it was ready. And then he stuck it in the oven for the next 20 minutes to just bake it, and I'm like, when are we eating? So I'm gonna let this sit on low for now because I need to wait for this, the milk and the water to boil because I didn't plan things very well. We're not surprised. So I'll be back in just a minute. Once the mashed potatoes are done, we're gonna start creating this ensemble and we're gonna do a really cool design on top and then pop it in the oven. Now we're going to place it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. I like to do 15 at 400 and then I broil for 5 to get a nice golden top. Well, that's it for today's recipe and today's video. comment down below how you liked this video. If you guys do your shepherd's pie a little bit differently, I would love to know how. I will see you guys again on next Friday with another food video. All right, bye.